investigating my feelings. I think about the people who deserve me. I think about the ones who didn't deserve me.
Man, so I don't know how mad you gotta be to shoot a Jeep or a G-Wagon 14 times, my nigga. But apparently the nigga house was broken into. In the midst of that, he going through it with his chick. So it's a whole lot of shit going on, but some shit sound justified, some don't. The Jeep, maybe he thought the perpetrators was in the Jeep, and I don't know. He tried to offshoot shit right quick. Maybe it wasn't a revenge plot, you know, or it's out of spite move, you know? Maybe. I honestly don't know. Was not there. But let me see what 1090J take is on this situation. Let's see if we get a light. It's your boy Snorts getting to it.
Man, what's up, everybody? It's 1090Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on Rod Wave firing up his girlfriend's G-Wagon after his house was broken into. May 20th, 2025, Rod Wave was taken into custody and booked into the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta. A long list of charges would range from aggravated assault, possession of a firearm, pointing or aiming
a gun at another. That's a charge. I mean, I guess it would be. Criminal property damage, 2nd degree. That's a charge. Tampering with evidence. A lot of this shit look beatable. And I'm not even like the law type of nigga. You know the type. You know, y'all know the type. I'm not even a law type of nigga, man.
a gun at another.
Nigga in the chat talking about good cat'll make you do that. I ain't had no pussy that fire yet to say fuck to the vehicle. Talking about some bitch dry that. Whole engine block got 762s in it. Man.
Another person and tampering with evidence. A total of 13 charges with damn near half being felonies has left fans wondering what the hell happened. Spade TV News would post to Instagram Rod Wave's affidavit, and according—
Damn, they got an affidavit. This the shit you and the lawyer see. If say this is your case, this is what you and your lawyer be reading. And this is like the police description of the situation. And if anybody gave a statement there, that's what's gonna be in this. And this is part of the discovery, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, I ain't one of the big law type motherfuckers, just personal experience and what I'm already knowing.
According to the arrest affidavit, on May 13th, officers executed a search warrant at Rod Wave's 6-bed, 7.5 bath, 14,000 square foot, 3-acre mansion that last sold in 2024 for $9 million. Specifically, detectives wanted the home security footage. They believe the video recordings contain evidence of a previous burglary turned shooting that took place at the residence. Recovering the recording device they sought, detectives found footage from April 21st. Reviewing the footage, the master bedroom window was broken, indicating someone broke into Rod Wave's house, but video from the 2 days before wasn't there. Rod Wave sent his realtor to check on the home, and she could be seen on surveillance video walking around the garage courtyard before leaving and returning with another realtor. They take pictures of the residence and open the garage door where a Mercedes G-Wagon parked. They were not seen taking anything from the home and eventually left. Rod Wave's girlfriend, Mini Barbie, whose real name is Manariah Andrews, can be seen—
Hey, what's that NBA Youngboy song? My Narnie? What's the name of that song? My Narnie, NBA Youngboy. No, My Body? No, My Narnie. What is it? What's the name of that song? I'm finna get it. I'm finna find it. Dirty Thug, yeah.
Pulling up in a BMW. Shortly after, Rod Wave and an unknown associate would pull up in an SUV. Rod and his associate could be seen carrying bags and what appeared to be a box from the residence, while his girlfriend followed. While the surveillance footage had no audio, it appeared to detectives that Rod Wave was arguing with his girlfriend. She could be seen yelling at Rod, who in return pulled out a Glock 20 10mm pistol from under his left arm, opening fire at his girlfriend's G-Wagon that he bought her for Christmas. The same G-Wagon posted on her Instagram. Detectives—
Damn, that motherfucker ain't make it 5-6 months. Damn.
This would count Rod shot 14 times until the weapon was empty. 11 bullets would strike the G-Wagon, 1 round struck Rod's Rolls Royce, and 1 round struck a wall, while the 14th bullet was never recovered. While Rod was shooting, his associate was unfazed, as if he knew it was going to happen. He just continued to place things from the house inside of the SUV. Rod's girlfriend, on the other hand,
damn, that nigga is tripping. That nigga be like this regular. That nigga looked at the whip like, damn, that's crazy. Kept it pushing. I'm jitty. That nigga hit the, damn, that's crazy. Ain't got nothing to do with me though. None of my business.
hand ducked down and ran inside of the house in fear. She'd then run from the house to a nearby neighbor, call her mother, telling her Rod Wave shot her car up, and telling her mom to call 911. Rod could then be seen on camera running through the front of the yard as detectives believed he was now panicking, knowing his girlfriend went to the neighbors to call the police. Rod's associate would also seem to panic as they both jumped into the SUV, but their exit was blocked by Mini Barbie's BMW. With Rod Wave driving, he'd reverse into the BMW in an attempt to push it out of the way, leaving his tires spinning.
That's how I know it was an impulsive ass move. The nigga blocked himself in. Did not think that one through. That was crazy. I can see it now though, like playing out like a real live action movie. I'm probably punching the gas, that motherfucker just, I can just see it in my head.
Pulling back up to the garage, Rod's associate would shut the garage door to prevent the shot up G-Wagon from being seen. Rod would get out of the SUV while on the phone, and his associate would begin collecting shell casings. Rod would attempt to drive around the BMW, but ended up striking a staircase and blowing out his front tire, disabling the SUV. Getting out, Rod would grab shell casings near the windshield wipers, throwing them onto the stairs before calling someone else on his phone. Rod would lock the SUV, lock up the house, and leave through the back of the residence. Detectives would locate a damaged backyard fence, leading them to believe 300-pound Rod Wave broke the fence while escaping through the back.
And see, that's what y'all, he a fat, athletic nigga. He got a stocky build, you feel me? The nigga jumped over the fence. Now, what happened while he jumped over? Who knows? Who knows? Him hitting the bowling pin method? That's too much activity. It's better you get a jump. Muscle yourself over that motherfucker, like I said. This is coming from a 300, you know, ain't gotta say numbers, but y'all know what it is. That's the best methods. That's the best methods. Jump and muscle yourself. Like I said, don't know what happened once you get over the, like, on top of it though. That was insane work.
Throwing them onto the stairs before calling someone else on his phone. Rod would lock the SUV, lock up the house, and leave through the back of the residence. Detectives would locate a damaged backyard fence, leading them to believe 300-pound Rod Wave broke the fence while escaping through the back. Detectives were now confident they had video evidence, clearly showing Rod and his associate working together to alter the scene of a shooting, and later discovered Rod contacted his bodyguard to pick them up from the scene to avoid apprehension, while taking evidence from the scene to make it appear Rod was never there and no crime happened other than a burglary. Due to this information, probable cause was found to arrest Rod Wave on charges of aggravated assault, pointing or aiming a firearm at another person, 2 counts of possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, 2 counts of reckless conduct, 2 counts of criminal damage to property, 2 counts of obstruction of law enforcement, 2 counts of tampering with evidence, and conspiracy to commit a felony. Now, I don't think this should come as a surprise that one of the top artists making emotional music reacted emotionally to someone breaking into his mansion. But to shoot the shit out of his girlfriend's G-Wagon is a little bit over the top. But we don't know if she was bitching his ear off on the phone.
And that's why I'm saying the crash out might be justified, because she probably said some shit. I ain't dealt with this. Everything be cool until they get mad. As soon as they get mad, you fat. You fat wooty woos now. It's fat funky neck motherfucker. That's how it rings off. So fluid, like they been thinking this. If I'm lying, I'm dying. It ain't missed yet.
And he just snapped. At the end of the day, he bought the car, most likely owns the car, and he didn't cause her actually any harm aside from what? Stress? The paperwork never stated he aimed a gun at her or threatened her with it, even though that's what he's been charged with. But Rod has Drew Findling behind him. You know, Dirk's lawyer, Young Boy's lawyer, meaning this shit is about to go away with a quickness, but Rod's girlfriend will play an important role. On the night the burglary took place, police responded to the mansion after receiving reports of a domestic dispute, with witnesses hearing yelling and screaming. Mini Barbie was outside crying, as she was the one that discovered the home had been broken into, with the safe in the basement being dragged across the floor before being emptied. The investigation revealed bullet casings, bullet holes, 2 shot up luxury vehicles, a handgun, a broken window by the pool, and a hammer in a nearby bush. The scene resembled a fucking shootout, leaving detectives wondering what actually took place, which led to the search warrant for the surveillance video. Now, Drew Findling would comment, only saying there is no truth to the charges. Rod Wave was a victim to a burglary and committed no crimes. How he was even charged as a result of this situation is incomprehensible, and this will absolutely be resolved in favor.
Man, I'm wondering what they took. They got away with some shit. They opened up the safe.
Of Rod Wave. Obviously, Drew isn't going to comment on the alleged surveillance video that's been recovered, but eventually that argument will come. Now, I find it highly disrespectful, being a big guy myself, that detectives assume Rod Wave broke the backyard fence by jumping over it. And if they had that on video, I ain't gonna lie, that shit would have went viral, seeing Rod Wave jump a fence. But anyways, to hear that this happened and the detectives are alleging they have the video of him pulling out the gun, shooting up the car, and then covering up everything that took place, I'll say this. If a crime was committed, it isn't as serious as what he's been charged with. And if you've ever been locked up, you might have heard of the spaghetti effect. When you throw a plate of spaghetti at the wall, it slaps, it starts to come down, and eventually the majority of the shit hits the floor.
Yes. Now, if it's like a high fence, no. But if it's like a 5 foot, yes.
While a couple of things are still standing, and that's what I think is going to happen with these charges. He's been hit with a bunch of charges that are serious, but I think that his lawyer is going to pick them apart strategically in a manner in which, you know, maybe he gets probation, maybe he gets time served, community service, whatever. It's something that be pissed.
He ain't doing no community service. Too popular. Imagine a nigga on the side of the road picking up trash, or at a church helping out the church. Anyway, seemed like I just got in the nigga personal life with this one. The nigga was going through it with his chick while his house got broken in. Man, it's a lot going on. High stress situation. He was overstimulated. You can't fault the man for how he acted, man. Yup. When did the album drop? Yup. Oh, that's gonna be some fire. I can hear him in the studio now. Anyway, let me know how y'all feel about this one down in the comment section. Other than that, though, it's your boy Snore. I'm gone.